welcome Honorable Frank Soonius from Netherlands, a trainer, a coach, a researcher, marketer, award-winning author, and first-class motivational and inspirational speaker. So welcome, Honorable Frank, to share with us again part 2 of his story.
Thank you for this introduction always. And because you said to me today it's going to be, and wrapping up with everybody and everybody speaks a little bit. So I never write something down. Never. Never, ever. Because I never kept to my script. If I can write as many things down, but the moment I start, I don't look at the papers and I talk because I don't like facts. Facts we can all tell facts. We all know exactly how to live. We know that. You know, there are so many books and so many people, they repeat the facts and how we have to do it. But facts don't tell the story. Stories tell the story. Stories are there. That's why I'm now a high impact storyteller and I love stories. But the moment you ask a speaker to talk 5 minutes, as they sometimes ask, I say, well, think again. That's not possible. The storyteller is you cannot ask a speaker to speak, but I do. And this time I wrote something down, and that's completely new for me. So I give you a little bit of what I took out of my own book, Who I Am. So I ask you, what will your last words be at the end of your life? Are you going to say, if I only had? My name is Frank Soonius. I'm the author of the book Trapped in a Dream, Never Lose Your Drive. I help people who are dissatisfied with the life they're living to create a life that they want to live through a unique 6-step program where you will discover your true purpose and passion to feel more fulfilled and alive. We all know that from the moment you're born, you start living your life, told and taught by others. But is that your life or what others expect from you? If it's not your life, burnout, depression are around the corner. Here in Holland, at the moment, we have 1.5 million people in a kind of burnout. Well, I think you and I are not meant to resign from life before living your dream life. The story you tell yourself about yourself when nobody is listening. That's who you are. I know people don't choose dreams. No, guess what? The dream will always choose you. So tell me, why are you here on earth? What is your purpose? What is your strength? What is your passion? And what will make you real happy? We all have different gifts, but we all have to use them. That's what counts. It's not how much we have or what we own. It's about how much we share and give to the world. Don't think twice. Remember, there is no overtime in life. Now is all we have. And if you look at the graveyards, the most expensive ground is the graveyard. All those people who are buried with so much talent, so much gifts, but they never lived it. So the most expensive ground is the graveyard. You don't want to go there before living everything you have in you. So what invention do you have buried today in your mind? What idea, what cure, what skill do you have inside you to share with the world? Again, the story you tell yourself about yourself when nobody's listening. Please believe in that story, in your gift, because if you don't, then you sell not only yourself short, but the whole world. Because, oh my God, your story could be the key to unlock somebody else's prison. So share it. Did you know the biggest reasons we don't live our dreams are uncertainty, fear, and doubt? We all know those three things. When doubt comes in our mind, fear takes over, and you will become uncertain. And we all know that doubt killed more dreams than failure ever did. That are all facts. Can you change? Can you change from being a doubter to a chooser? Yes, you can. We can. Yes, we can change. But sometimes you need somebody, a team. Somebody, sometimes it's only a cheerleader, a mentor, a coach, a best friend to give you that final push. So look around you. How many people have you in your corner, your support team? When I said I'm going to write a book, they all said, no, Frank, you're a good coach. You're a good trainer. You're a good research marketer. No, don't write a book. Who's going to decide if I can write a book? Yes, you can. But let me be your dream driver. And with my book and program, I will help you to grab the dream that chooses you. That story you tell yourself every time. But it's still there. It's hanging there somewhere. But you don't have a clue to take it. But next time, when it comes around, jump on it. That dream, that story that fits you, that only fits you because it's your dream. That dream that picked you. He picked you because he knows that you can do it. I can help you to achieve those goals, to live your dream life. Remember, if one opportunity could change your life, let my message be that change. And you will find real happiness by doing what you love. We hear it all the time. When you do what you love, people around you will see the difference. And they can go to their dream. And so many times people say, I'm going to change the world. I'm millions of people. And then the words of my mentor, Nick Vujicic, born with no arms and legs. He said to me this, what do you know about your neighbor? What do I know about my neighbor? I'm talking about changing the world. Start dreaming. We can't change the world, but we can change door by door, person by person. That's what we can. And all those people who say, I'm going to change the world. You need that neighbor. You need that neighbor and his neighbor. And then we can do a little bit, door by door, neighborhood by neighborhood. That's what we can do. So let me drive you to the best chapters of your life. Let's do it together. And before I end, it's Women's Day 2025. I want to talk about one woman. My mother. My mother was born in Indonesia. And she had a beautiful life till World War II came around. And the Japanese. And she was put in the concentration camp. 13 years old. You don't have a clue what happened in that concentration camp. But guess what? Why did my mother survive? When my mother was born, her father, the same week, found some tiger cubs. Some tiger cubs in Indonesia. And he took them. But then my mother was born. And they wanted to be warm. So my mother's first 2 weeks were in a crib with 4 tiger cubs. So I think my mother thinks she's a tiger. She was the first 2 weeks with 4 tiger cubs. And now I know, after 60 years, I know why I survived everything the world threw at me because of my mother. My mother was so strong and survived everything, also me, because when everything went wrong, I want to say this, when my mother was not here, I'm already 30 years in overtime. 30 years ago, I said, I have enough. But my mother said, life has not enough of you. You want to stay. And God said, hey, listen, guy, you want to get out? When you deserve to get out. And I tried to get out. I did everything to get out. But guess what? I'm still here. I found my purpose. I live it with passion. And guess what? I love this. Yes, we can. Because if I can, guess what? I think everybody can. But sometimes you have to give a little push to let people out of the prison because they don't have a clue that the door is open. Show them to be the gift they were always meant to be, as we all have that same gift. Thank you, Elizabeth, for allowing me to speak. And I think I get it really on time this time.
Thank you so much for coming back to share the second part of your story. I didn't see you show your book today because I believe that some of our leaders might want to show interest. And where can they get that book? Well, we can hear. Where can we get the book?
Collect me with me on LinkedIn and send me a message, and I'll make sure it will go that way.
Okay. Is it
But
Frank?
Frank
What
Soonius, exactly what's standing here. Frank Soonius.
on the LinkedIn?
And find on LinkedIn it's the same. Frank Soonius. And there's only one, and he comes straight away. He comes straight away up. And next time I will make sure that everything is ready because I'm complete new. Dr. Elizabeth knows that I'm in the final stages of I'm going to be awarded the 11th of July of the Speakers Awards in London. And
Wow.
yeah, I'm in a new life. You know, I never thought I'm gonna be a speaker. Never, ever, ever. But guess what? I have to speak up because somebody upstairs said, "Hey, listen, it's time. Open, go," and I love it. And I see you all next time. And I see Dr. Elizabeth run away, but that's fine. Oh, there she is back. I met her the first time I went into London to Les Brown, to the world-class speakers. And then I spoke 6 minutes in, you know, I spoke there a little bit. And then so many people came to me and said, listen, I think it's your purpose. And I know for sure it's my purpose. So I found my purpose. That's why I'm doing now, because so many people don't have a clue. They don't have a clue how good they are. And we're all good. And we all can. But sometimes you need that little thing. And then you're off and you don't stop anymore. So find that little thing. Find that little window. Find that person, that best friend, that mentor, that coach. That it can be anything. But find it. Keep looking. Keep looking. Be open. Listen. I love it. And come to these conferences because you never know who's here. You know, you never know what somebody has to go through to become the person they are today. You know, Nick Vujicic has no arms and legs. And he told me,
Mm.
you've got a problem, Frank. And I said, I've got a problem? Yes, you've got arms and legs. That's a problem because when you're a speaker and you have no arms and legs, guess what? Everybody comes to see you
Yeah.
because they all think, oh, look at this guy, he's got no arms and legs. But nobody knows where you had to go through to become the person you are today.
Mm.
Thank you all for
Thank
being
you
who you
so
are.
much. You mentioned Rick. I remember when he came to London. I mean, it was amazing. I went to one of the conference in London here, and literally when I saw him, I mean, firstly, they have to, because he has no arms, he has no legs, so they have to take the table, if you remember. They have to put it on the stage for him to be on that table. I mean, for the first 5 minutes, I was like, I was so, I was like, really? Is that the speaker?
You know, the most beautiful joke he made with me. I was sitting on the front, the
Mm-mm.
first row,
Yeah.
and he was in front of me. He said, "I'm going to make a backflip and land on the ground." And everybody was, "What are you going to do?" He said, "Are you crazy? I'm going to break my leg." He made so many jokes.
Many
He's
jokes.
so funny.
Even there was a time he said, you'll be surprised if I start running. You guys that have legs, I will run past you.
And look at him swim.
So,
Look, look at
yes,
look at the
swimming.
YouTube videos.
Yes.
He can swim so fast. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, even when his wife had twins,
Two
oh
times
my
now. He's got four
days.
children.
Fortune, oh my
He's
days.
got two twins.
The way he will, the way he builded his own bike
I
to
know.
put his child at the back and then move around, the way he swims with them. I mean, this is the person that has no arms, has no leg,
No
and he's
legs,
still
no limbs,
no
no
limbs,
limits.
not, and then he still challenge us all that
Yes.
has everything, and we are still given excuses. We are still shying away.
Our biggest problems. We've
Yeah.
got arms and legs. That's a problem.
And guess what? I'm gonna make sure that he comes to our platform one day to come and challenge
I'm trying
us.
so hard. I tried on
I'm going to
Clubhouse.
make sure. Just tell me, yes, I can. Please tell me. Yes, let everybody say, yes, you can.
Yes, we can. You can.
Yes,
Yes,
you
I
can.
can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna bring it, and I'm gonna bring him to Africa as well. Say, yes, you can.
Yes, we can.
You can.
He was there many times, by the way. He was already in South Africa.
Yes,
He
but
spoke for 100.
yes, you can international, we bring
Yeah.
him back to Africa. He needs to come and challenge every one of us there. Amazing, amazing. I remember also the same time, if you remember, Mr. Frank, if you remember when we met, we were formed in a group, if you
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah.
in London years
I never
back.
forget. I've
Yes.
got all the photos.
That was that time, during the time of our discussion in that group. That was the time I also discover my own passion. I mean, my own purpose as well. Because it was during that time that somebody else texted me to say, can you come to Dubai to speak? I mean, I've never prepared before. I've never traveled to that place before. And then those people I'm going to be facing are the entrepreneurs, especially the founder of Sheikh Kingdom in Dubai, one of the biggest temple in that place, and many, many more. And then here I am. What am I going to say in front of them? It was that time that I received the word and say, be you and speak from your heart. Be honest, be truth, and speak from your heart. So when I now went to the front and speak, I believe I wasn't the one that was speaking that day because it was so amazing. And I spoke about, and as what can I say? I've prepared my note. He said, close your note and share your story. And
That's it.
that is how everything just happened. I shared my story, it finished, and it's really, really imparted into those people that I thought I need to hear and learn from them. And then they said I should be speaking from my heart and never stop. And I think one of them, one of the great leaders then, actually was on our masterclass on Tuesday here on this Yes You Can. And he went immediately. I spoke and I had this standing ovation. He came to me. He's one of the biggest personalities in Singapore. In fact, all the organization, all the corporate organization in Singapore, he is their trainer, their staff trainer, their employees, employers, and employee and everybody. So he trains them how to be authentic in what they do. So you can imagine, and Singapore is not a cheap country, if you know. So he was with us and he came to me that time. I wouldn't forget, just slightly before COVID, he came to me after I spoke on that day and said, that is it. That is your gift. That is your purpose. Always be you. Don't add to it. Don't subtract from it. And be passionate about it. And that's brought me where I am today with Yes You Can International. So I remember those stories. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
I learned the same way. I learned the same way, you know, the
Yes.
speak from your heart. And
Yes.
so many times I wrote what I want to talk about. And guess what?
Yes. I
That's
remember.
not that is
I
not on the paper.
No,
What's in
no.
you is in your heart.
I remember for 30 years I was shying away, telling people, oh, I can't write a book. Oh, I can't speak in public. Oh, I can't do this. And then they keep on asking why. Oh, I'm not the right person. I'm too shy. What's the words again? I don't speak posh English. Have you heard that before? I don't speak all this big grammar. But I was encouraged, really. I was inspired when um another man that came from, his name is Raymond Aaron. I don't know if you know him, from Canada. He came to
Think I did.
yeah, he came to London, UK, for one of his program, and he said to me, yes, yes, Elizabeth, I think you have book in you. And I think you have the word that the world is waiting for. And I think he really challenged me and also trained me. I have to invest massive money into it anyway, but he trained me how to write. He trained me how to publish, and he also trained me how to transform my book into so many things. So I wouldn't forget about that man. And through him, I wrote my first book on Yes You Can. He forwarded the book, he published the book, and also awarded me award-winning author from Canada. And he himself is the one of the best-selling author, book-selling author of New York in America. I'm sure people will figure out who the person is. So I believe that that's the same thing I am also trying to achieve on this Yes You Can platform, to encourage people to see who they are, to discover who they are, their gift, and demonstrate it. So this is the platform to also connect. This is the platform for them to connect, to build their relationship, to understand lives, and also to empower themselves, to be independent, to flow, to flourish, to progress, and also to advance in whatever they do. And so some people that they think they can't do it, to challenge them that they can. And that is where Yes You Can is very powerful statement to say. I know that Obama said it as well during his time. He's always said yes you can, and so many organizations has also been established on yes you can read drinks, yes you can, keep fit and other thing. So but our own is yes you can. In fact, before Yes You Can International, I was actually serving as a as an organizer and moderator of another organization here in UK. Their name is Yes You Can Achieve. And then I also went for one conference as well, weekend conference, that one also said, yes, you can inspire. So you can see that that statement, yes, you can, is powerful when you embrace it. It's not only for Elizabeth Lucas, it's for all. You wake up in the morning, you feel like, I don't want to go to work. Guess what? Yes, I
You
can.
can.
You woke up on Monday morning and say, oh my God, the weekend is too short. But guess what? Yes, I can. You went to work and they're giving you some tasks that are too difficult to achieve. Guess you what? Yes, you can. You've been looking for the young, good-looking guy to marry for many years, or beautiful lady to marry. And you are thinking, am I so ugly that people can't see me or can just say yes to my proposal? But guess what? Yes, you can marry and you can relate. Oh, you've gone through some marriages problems and sometimes end up in separation or divorce, and you are thinking there's no love anymore. I cannot love. I cannot trust. I cannot I can not trust. I cannot do this. But guess what? Yes, you can start all over again. I have seen so many places where couples separated, they divorced for many years, and after they've learned from their mistakes and they've been matured enough, they came back and remarry again. Guess what? Yes, they can. And they did.
You saw Caroline. I met her when I was 51.
You see,
And I thought it's never gonna happen. Well,
it
she
happens.
was the
So
best
never
ever,
say,
ever,
never,
ever.
exactly, never say never, 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 because you never know what, you don't create yourself. So you don't know the plans that God has for you. So because of a simple or present situation, then you just easily give up. No, I can't do it. I remember when I said I cannot write book. I've been dreaming to write book for 30 years. But I said, I can't write it. I can't write it. But guess what? As I'm in front of you today, by the grace of God, I've written 35 books published. They say, I said to myself, because people say to me, you can't even absorb anything in your brain. You can't study, you can't read, you can't pass, you can't do. But guess what? That I'm sitting down in front of you today at the age of 50, 10 years ago, I got my first degree in business management at University of Northampton here in UK. So what is it? I can, not I cannot. So it's what you say to yourself, just like Mr. Frank said, what you say to yourself matters. Your stories matters. And how you develop, you discover yourself first, then you discover, then you demo, you discover, you develop, and also demonstrate it to the world to know how great you are. It's very, very important that we all cultivate that. I believe that the next speaker is about to join us because I think he has um, probably he has connection issue. But within that period, we did very well. So what you say to yourself matters. How you believe in yourself matters. And it's also down to your mindset, because I always say that mindset is everything. So what you are listening to, what people say to you, how do you, because we are in a free world. People will still say their own opinion. You cannot stop that. You cannot hold that. But how you embrace that is what matters. How you believe what they say to you. They say, I can never get married because of the kind of person I am. And the kind of person I am is not being created in me by God. It's the situation that it's the situation that leads us to be where we are, and face the challenges we are facing and develop all kinds of funny behaviors. It's the situations. We are not created like that. But then whatever we met on earth can be changed. Behaviors can be changed. Character can be changed. Attitude can be changed. Everything can be changed. So it's just a matter of us admitting it, recognizing it, and work towards it. So it's very, very important. So I end up married. I've been married happily now for 33 years. But they said, oh, nobody can see, nobody can propose me or whatever they think. But I've been married and we are happily married. So that is why that yes, you can is so powerful. We say it to ourselves. We say it to any situation. In fact, let me add this. I'm sure I've not heard it before. Anytime you are in any emotional, anytime you find yourself in a low state, anytime you are doubting, anytime you are facing criticism, anytime you are facing confusion, break it free with this statement. I can change it. Because you can. You're a change maker. If you don't know, I can manage my emotions. It might take a while, but when you keep saying it and believing it, then you will rise above it. So I can manage my emotions. There's nothing like I can't change it. It is me. I can't help it. No, you can. You can rise above it. And may I also say something that no matter what anybody does, it might be a situation that led them to whatever they did. So let us also believe we can say we can forgive. Yes, we can. I can forgive. No matter our position in the society, let's say to ourselves, I can say thank you. I can say I'm sorry. And I can say I love you. There's nothing too difficult. And with God, all things are possible. So that's more reason why we should believe in ourselves and believe who we are and share it with your actions, who you are. Very, very important. So I want to say thank you so much for listening to us. Thank